Hello and welcome to A Dash of Jack. The harvest was good this season, so we're going to make tomato soup and grilled cheese. Hull and half, 2.5 pounds of Roma tomatoes and add a tablespoon of olive oil. It seems like the thing to do. Toss until coated. Tomatoes don't have coats, but now they do. I'm not excited about having these grape tomatoes, 2 pounds to be exact, so I did it off camera. Show me all your garlic. 8 cloves. It took me 2 solid years of practice to perfect this underhand technique. Now seems like a good time to toss in the remaining olive oil. I missed. Realized that the tomatoes are going to leave you one day. Quickly move on from that and read the aluminum foil as if it were a kingly decree. No bowl shall go without some tomato soup in it. Line your pans with foil and dump the tomatoes on there. Put the Romas cut side down and give it all a little space to prevent steaming in the oven. Roast it all at 425 for about 20 minutes or until wilty and starting to char. Mantis hands your way over to the ingredients we're going to need to make the soup base. Oil, butter, shallots, cream, tomato paste, chicken stock. Go at the bottom of a large pan with half a tablespoon of oil and butter. I had this in my cabinet. I don't really know what it is. A spatula? Use the spatula to melt everything together, and then you're going to add your shallots and cook those down until translucent. Why did I go to college for liberal arts? A little salt, a little pepper, and you're on your way. Voila, soup. Just kidding. Take your tomato paste and dump it in there. Kick it around until it incorporates with those shallots. Keep it on high heat. We're going to add about 2 of the 3 cups of chicken stock and get it to a boil so it all incorporates. And then I'll add the remaining chicken stock at the end just for funsies. Put on your penguin hand to dress for the occasion, and the tomatoes are ready. Go ahead and pull them out. Look at this great close-up shot I got of them all wilty. Just kidding, I didn't do that. A little bit of char is okay. It's only going to add to the flavor. If you have a heat-resistant blender or a food processor, you can do this that way. I have an immersion blender, so I'm going to blend this until smooth. You can strain it if you want, but I don't mind the seeds, so I don't. So sue me. Blend the shallot and tomato paste mixture as well. Mix both together and you are almost in business. Salt and pepper to taste. To taste.
It's not quite a spoon, it's not quite a spatula.
Add the cream last to keep from burning. Mix it all together until you have a nice consistent color. I need to keep this for a little while, so I'm going to throw it on the lowest heat and partially cover so I can make my grilled cheese. Show the goat cheese who's boss, throw it into an oven-safe bowl and pack it down. We're going to bake this goat cheese because I find it accentuates the flavor. We're going to bake that at 425 for about 10 minutes. Listen, man, you can use whatever bread you want, but I'm using King's Hawaiian, sponsor me.
Patty.
Look at all the pretty carbohydrates. Throw that bread in the same oven for about 5 minutes. Tee-hee, the goat cheese is done. Look at it. Once it gets a nice golden brown, you're in business. Shuffle your bread and deal in 3 players. You gotta make your own fun, you know what I mean? That's just a life tip. That's a life recipe. Then you're gonna take a little pillow of goat cheese, and you're going to turn it into a little blanket of goat cheese on each slice. Then you're going to take 6 slices of sharp cheddar and apply 1 to each slice. If you don't want that much cheddar, that's fine. I like a little extra cheddar because it's a grilled cheese sandwich. I threw those back in the oven at 425 and ow, I am my own worst enemy. Look, Ma, no hands. Reattach your fingers and wait for the cheese to be melted any way you feel necessary. It's not even in that long. What are you doing? Okay, the bread's ready. Assemble your sandwiches, and I'm gonna throw them back in one more time just for a little extra crispness, and then we're ready to soup. Soup is on. We are souping it up. We're soup. It's soup time. Fresh cracked pepper, a little dollop of goat cheese will do you good, and then let's prep that sandwich to look real pretty. Perfect for a rainy day. Go ahead, ruin the goat cheese. Yeah, get it in there. Let's see how we doing. How'd we do, past Jack? Oh, do you not want to leave? Or are you really happy with that recipe? Yeah, no doubt. How's the grilled cheese, though? Is that... Oh, that's also... Okay, yeah, it's basically just cheese and bread, so how could you go wrong? Mantis hands your way back up to the soup for a second bite, a third bite. Don't mind if I do. Dip. Eat.
The soup gods were good to me this season. My family can live another year.
I'd like to thank my future agent who might be watching right now. Green Beret Surprise Soup Attack. Yay, I'm not in the army. That about wraps it up for today's episode of A Dash of Jack. Thanks for stopping by. Please be sure to like and subscribe. If you do, I'll send you a bag of soup.